Have you ever wondered if your Shih Tzu really understands when you say, "I love you"? What if I showed you there's a scientific way to speak their language? No tricks, no complications. Today you'll discover how small, everyday gestures can transform your companion's mood, confidence, and the sparkle in their eyes. It's like pressing a secret button. On one side, you. On the other, your dog's brain releasing feel-good hormones that tell them, "We're safe, we're together." Want to learn how to create this effect using simple, repeatable actions? First of all, breathe. It's not about difficult words, it's about repeated, loving actions. A gentle look at the right moment, a scratch behind the ear, a leisurely walk to sniff the world, a little sniffing game that gets their mind working. None of this seems like much, but for a Shih Tzu, it's living proof of love. This breed was bred to be close, to read our emotions and accompany us throughout the house. When you speak their language, the bond grows, stress decreases, and coexistence becomes much easier. Imagine coming home from a busy day and realizing that all it takes is 3 minutes of genuine attention for your dog to relax, lie down close, and let out that happy sigh. Imagine a walk where he doesn't pull because you've learned to show calm with your body, reinforce what works, and let his nose do the work. Imagine more peaceful nights just by allowing him to sleep closer to you, on a bed in the bedroom or at your feet. It's not magic, it's science applied with affection, and it works for puppies, adults, and seniors. If you love your Shih Tzu, this video is for you. Here you'll see 12 ways, all easy to put into practice to say "I love you" in a way he truly understands. We'll guide you step by step with simple examples you can try today. Choose 2 or 3 and watch the change in his expression and behavior. Ready to give your best friend the emotional life he deserves? Then subscribe to the EU channel and activate the bell so you don't miss the next episodes with practical and proven tips today. Let's strengthen this bond now, from your heart to his. You know when your Shih Tzu looks at you with those round, bright eyes that seem to speak 1,000 words? That look isn't just cute, it's a powerful sign of connection. Science has shown that when you return that look gently and calmly, for just a few seconds, both your body and theirs release oxytocin, the famous love hormone. It's the same hormone that strengthens the bond between mother and baby. In other words, with a simple, calm look, you're saying, "I trust you, you are important to me." And he really understands that. But be careful, don't take it as a challenge. The secret is soft look, relaxed eyebrows, a slight smile, and after 2 or 3 seconds, blink slowly and look away in a friendly way. It's as if your eyes are giving your dog a hug. If he sighs, blinks back, or nuzzles you, it means the message got through. Use this trick in simple moments, after a walk, before bed, or even at mealtime. It's in these calm moments that your Shih Tzu understands your language better. The more you practice this gentle gaze, the more he'll seek your face to confirm everything's okay. It's as if he's saying, "I believe in you. Show me that the world is safe." And you, with just a look, can answer. Want a simple way to strengthen the bond with your best friend? Try this gentle gaze today and see the difference. It's quick, cost-free, and can transform the way your Shih Tzu feels around you. Petting a Shih Tzu isn't just an act of affection. It's also a form of communication that conveys trust and security. Studies show that when a person pets their dog in the right spots, both the owner and the animal experience reduced anxiety, cortisol, stress hormone, and increased oxytocin, bonding hormone. This means that, in addition to pleasing, affection helps the Shih Tzu feel happier and calmer. The favorite places to receive affection are usually behind the ears, on the chest, and at the base of the tail. These areas are linked to feelings of comfort and relaxation. Strong pats on the head, for example, may not be well received because some dogs associate this gesture with something invasive. The key is to observe their responses. If your Shih Tzu leans closer to you, sighs, or closes their eyes, it means the affection is working. However, if they pull away, lick their lips repeatedly, or stiffen up, it's best to stop and respect their space. Incorporating this gesture into simple moments of the day, like when you get home, after a walk, or before bed, makes a big difference. These moments of contact convey the message that your dog is safe and loved. For a Shih Tzu, a breed very attached to its owner, this type of attention further strengthens trust and bond. It's a practical and natural way to show how special your dog is to you, without needing words. Talking to a Shih Tzu goes far beyond the words you choose. What really matters is the tone of your voice. Research has shown that dogs pay much more attention when called with a soft, cheerful, and slightly higher-pitched intonation, similar to the way we talk to babies. This style is called dog-directed speech and makes the animal feel not only that you are talking to it, but also that there is affection and closeness in the communication. A simple example: when you come home and cheerfully say, "Hi, friend," in a softer, happier voice, your Shih Tzu understands that energy is positive and that your presence is good. However, if you speak coldly or without emotion, he may recognize the words, but he won't feel the same connection. This happens because dogs don't interpret phrases like we do, but they react strongly to them. Emotions transmitted in sound. This type of communication is essential for the Shih Tzu, a breed that constantly seeks attention and affection from its owner. Using a warm voice helps create an environment of trust and strengthens the bond in everyday life. During training, for example, enthusiastically praising each successful task is much more motivating than simply saying good neutrally. In your daily routine, this can be applied to affectionate moments, playtime, and even when you need to calm your dog after a strange noise. Therefore, whenever you address your Shih Tzu, remember, more than what you say is how do you speak that he truly understands. A gentle voice is a clear and scientific way of saying, "You are important to me." Stimulating a Shih Tzu's mind is as important as exercising its body. Owners often believe that a daily walk is enough, but science shows that dogs also need challenges that stimulate their brains. When a Shih Tzu lacks this type of stimulation, it can become anxious, bored, and even develop destructive behaviors, such as chewing furniture or excessive barking. On the other hand, activities that involve reasoning and searching make the animal calmer, more balanced, and happier. One of the simplest ways to offer this is through interactive toys. The famous puzzle toys work like puzzles for dogs. There are models where you hide treats in compartments that your dog has to figure out how to open, or balls that gradually release food as he plays. Another fun idea is the snuffle mat, a mat made of strips of fabric where treats are hidden. The Shih Tzu, with its keen sense of smell, loves to use its nose to hunt for these little treasures. And this activity can healthily occupy several minutes of the day. You don't need to spend a fortune to stimulate your dog's mind. At home, you can improvise by using a muffin tin and some tennis balls to hide treats underneath. You can also hide small pieces of food around the room and encourage him to search. These games activate natural instincts, such as sniffing, digging, and problem-solving, which are essential for the breed's well-being. Dedicating a few minutes a day to this type of stimulation makes your Shih Tzu feel valued and loved. Besides expending mental energy, he learns that being with you means fun and positive challenges. This strengthens the bond, improves behavior, and clearly and practically conveys, "I care for you and want to see you happy." During a walk, a Shih Tzu isn't just stretching its paws or expending energy, it's exploring the world through its sense of smell. For us, a walk may be just physical exercise, but for a dog, especially a naturally curious Shih Tzu, the true pleasure lies in being able to stop and sniff every corner. Smells tell invisible stories to us, functioning as canine newspapers filled with information about other animals and the surrounding environment. Research has shown that allowing your dog to use his sense of smell during walks helps reduce heart rate and make him calmer. Therefore, every minute your Shih Tzu spends with his nose on the ground isn't wasted time. It's time for learning and relaxation. This type of walk is called sniff walker, sniffing walk. And the idea is not to run or walk fast, but to give the dog the right to choose the pace. Stop whenever he wants and investigate the points that arouse curiosity. To apply this to your daily routine, simply set aside part of your walk just for sniffing. Take your dog to trees, posts, or even that patch of grass that seems ordinary to you but is full of messages to your dog. If your Shih Tzu wants to sniff the same spot for a full minute, let him. These dog show moments convey respect and understanding, showing that you understand his way of experiencing the world. This type of walk brings benefits that go beyond fun. Your Shih Tzu returns home more relaxed, with a stimulated mind and less anxiety. By allowing him to explore with his nose, you're caring not only for his body but also for your best friend's emotional health. Respecting your Shih Tzu's body language is one of the clearest ways to demonstrate love and care. Unlike people, dogs don't speak with words, but they use subtle cues to show when they're happy, uncomfortable, or needing space. Studies have shown that recognizing these cues reduces the animal's stress and strengthens the trust between owner and dog. Some behaviors may seem normal to us, but for the Shih Tzu, they are real messages. One yawning out of time when he is not sleepy, it may indicate that he is nervous. Lick your lips repeatedly. It could be a request for a break. Turning away or moving away is a polite way of saying, "I need space now." When these signals appear and the owner insists on hugging, holding, or forcing contact, the dog may feel insecure. On the other hand, when you notice these details and respect them, your Shih Tzu understands that it can trust you. This response builds a much deeper bond because your Shih Tzu learns that it doesn't need to defend itself or hide since you respect its boundaries. This is especially important in new situations, such as house calls, trips to the vet, or even during grooming. Over time, this attention to cues creates a positive cycle. The Shih Tzu feels understood, relaxes more easily, and begins to seek more contact willingly. This way, he understands that his owner isn't just the one who takes care of his food or walks, but someone who truly listens to what he has to say, even without words. Rewarding your Shih Tzu at the right times is much more than just giving him a treat. It's about creating a positive association between you and the experiences he has with you. Science shows that dogs who receive positive reinforcement with high-value foods, they learn faster, are less anxious, and trust their owners more. This happens because food activates areas of the brain linked to pleasure and conveys a clear message. Being with you is good. These special treats don't have to be big or complicated. Small pieces of cooked chicken, pieces of unsalted cheese, or even soft dog biscuits can go a long way. The key is to use these rewards at the most memorable moments, when your dog gets a command right, when he comes running when called, or even when he behaves well in a new situation. This attention creates a cycle of trust, because your Shih Tzu realizes that when he does something right or approaches you, good things happen. It's important to emphasize that offering treats doesn't mean bribery. The goal is to make learning and social interaction enjoyable. For example, when you get home, instead of ignoring or simply fussing, you can give a treat accompanied by affection. This reinforces the feeling of security and strengthens the bond. In calm moments, such as when your dog lies down next to you to rest, it's also a good idea to offer a reward, showing that tranquility is valued. This simple habit helps your Shih Tzu associate your presence with positive experiences. Over time, he won't come closer just for the treat, but because he's learned that being with you means happiness, care, and well-being. It's a clear way to show love in a way he truly understands. Allowing your Shih Tzu to sleep close to you is a simple gesture, but it brings great benefits to the bond between owner and dog. Contrary to popular belief, it's not just a matter of comfort. Studies show that dogs who sleep close to their owners have lower levels of anxiety and a stronger bond of trust. For a breed like the Shih Tzu, bred specifically to be a companion, this nighttime proximity is even more significant. This doesn't mean all dogs need to sleep in the bed. Some feel comfortable in a bed next to their owner, while others prefer a crate, as long as they're in the same room as their owner. The important thing is to give them the option of being close. When your Shih Tzu chooses to lie down next to you, they're demonstrating that they seek security and companionship. This cohabitation during rest reinforces their sense of belonging. They understand that they're part of your pack and that they're not alone. Besides the emotional aspect, there's also the practical factor. A dog that sleeps peacefully and feels secure tends to rest better, wake up calmer, and exhibit less anxious behavior throughout the day. This close-by sleeping routine can also be especially helpful for puppies adjusting to a new home and for senior dogs who often need more emotional support. Giving your Shih Tzu the chance to rest by your side is a silent but powerful way of saying, "You belong here, you're protected." This simple gesture becomes part of a loving routine that strengthens the bond between you and ensures more restful nights for both of you. Training a Shih Tzu with positive reinforcement, it's one of the most effective and caring ways to teach, while also strengthening the bond between owner and dog. The idea is simple. Instead of punishing when the dog makes a mistake, you reward when he gets it right. Studies have shown that this technique reduces stress, improves behavior, and makes learning faster and more enjoyable. In practice, positive reinforcement can be done with treats, praise, or toys. Imagine asking your Shih Tzu to sit. As soon as he obeys, you offer him a small piece of treat or enthusiastically say, "Well done." This gesture makes him associate the action with something good and want to repeat it in the future. The secret is in consistency. Every time the correct behavior occurs, the reward should come soon after. It's also important to keep training sessions short and fun. 5 minutes well spent is worth much more than half an hour spent tired or bored. Plus, varying the rewards helps maintain interest. One day you might use soft treats, another a favorite toy, or even just petting and praise. The Shih Tzu, being a breed very attached to its owner's affection, responds especially well to this method. They learn not only the commands but also understand that being by your side is always a positive thing. Over time, this creates an environment of mutual trust, in which the dog cooperates because it loves to please, not because it's afraid of making mistakes. Thus, each training session also becomes a moment of closeness and love. Staying calm around a Shih Tzu is more important than many people realize. This breed is extremely sensitive to its owner's emotions and often reflects what it perceives. Research has shown that dogs can mirror their owner's stress levels. If you're anxious, your dog tends to be anxious too. If you're calm, your dog relaxes more easily. This means that your behavior directly influences your companion's well-being. In everyday life, this can be observed in simple situations. During a walk, for example, if you hold the leash tensely, with quick steps and a closed expression, the Shih Tzu understands that something is wrong. In response, they may start pulling, barking, or otherwise acting insecure. On the other hand, if you breathe deeply, walk at a calm pace, and maintain a relaxed posture, they feel confident and tend to follow suit. This reflex also occurs indoors. If you're having a busy day, speaking loudly or showing irritation, your Shih Tzu may hide, become restless, or even avoid contact. But when you convey calmness, speak softly, and show affection through your gestures, your dog feels secure. It's as if you are an emotional mirror, and your Shih Tzu is constantly observing this reflection to decide how to behave. Controlling your emotions is, therefore, a practical way to care for your dog. By remaining calm during training, walks, or in new situations, you teach your dog that there's no need to worry because the leader is safe. This builds trust and creates an environment where your Shih Tzu can be themselves, curious, affectionate, and calm. Giving your Shih Tzu the chance to express its natural instincts is one of the most complete ways to show love. Every breed carries marks of its origins in its body and behavior, and the Shih Tzu, bred as a companion dog, has specific needs that go beyond affection and food. It loves being around people, receiving constant attention, and participating in activities that strengthen its bond with its owner. When these needs are met, the Shih Tzu not only feels happier but also demonstrates balanced and calm behavior. Even though they're small lapdogs, they also enjoy exploring, sniffing, and playing. Allowing them to follow their instinct to use their nose, for example, is essential. Games of fetching treats hidden around the house or walks where they can sniff calmly are activities that stimulate this exploratory side. Another simple way to satisfy the breed's instincts is to maintain a regular brushing routine. For the Shih Tzu, with its long, dense coat, this grooming isn't just about hygiene, but also about physical contact that evokes the affectionate rituals they love so much. Light games like fetch, small mental challenges, and even the simple habit of allowing your dog to sit on your lap and observe the environment are ways to respect their true selves. When their owner understands and appreciates these behaviors, the Shih Tzu realizes they don't need to suppress their instincts and becomes even more trusting. Thus, meeting these small needs clearly conveys, "I understand you just the way you are." Spending quality time with your Shih Tzu is undoubtedly one of the simplest and most powerful ways to show love. It's not about great efforts or complex activities, but rather moments when you're truly present, without distractions. Science has proven that when owners and dogs spend time together calmly and dedicatedly, their levels of oxytocin increase in both, strengthening the bond and bringing a feeling of security and happiness. This can be done in a variety of ways. Sitting on the couch and gently petting them while they rest, taking a leisurely walk down the street, playing fetch with their favorite toy, or simply lying next to them while they nap. What really matters is that your Shih Tzu feels your attention is on them. Dogs sense when we're distracted by our phones or busy with other tasks, and they also sense when our focus is completely on them. These moments of total dedication help reduce anxiety, increase confidence, and make the Shih Tzu more balanced in everyday life. Even though they're a companion breed that loves being around people, what they value most is a genuine connection with their owner. Just a few minutes a day are enough to convey the message that they're special and loved. Taking this time without rushing is a silent but powerful gesture. It's like saying, without words, "You matter to me." For the Shih Tzu, this is the clearest proof of love they can receive, as it reinforces what they desire most: to be close, feel safe, and share their life with the one they love. Getting this far was like opening a secret map to better understand your Shih Tzu's heart. Along the way, we've seen how small gestures, a gentle look, a pat in the right place, a gentle voice, sniffing during walks, timely rewards, and even being close at bedtime, have the power to transform routines and strengthen a bond that's already naturally special. It's not about complicated tricks, but simple choices that show, every day, that you care and that your dog can trust you. These actions, when repeated consistently, help your Shih Tzu live with less stress, more balance, and much more joy. For you, they're also an opportunity to slow down and enjoy moments of true connection, unhurried and free from distractions. The result is a more harmonious coexistence, where owner and dog learn to understand each other in a silent but powerful way. Now it's your turn. Put one or two of these ideas into practice today, and watch your Shih Tzu's behavior gradually change. Often, all it takes is a more conscious petting routine, or freer walks for his world to take on new meaning. And if you liked this content and want to continue learning how to care for your Shih Tzu in a practical and loving way, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next tips. Also, leave us a comment here, comments. Which of these gestures do you already do with your dog? Or which do you intend to start using? Your experience may inspire other owners to strengthen this special bond.